Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Brass baby.
So excited to announce that this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Our goal with this channel has been to release entertaining and educational content, and so we love seeing comments in the comment section saying that you are inspired by our content to pick up an instrument or learn music theory.
But if you're not in a university or in a place to take a class, Skillshare is a wonderful tool to help you learn about whatever you want to.
If you don't know what Skillshare is, it is an online learning platform that has lesson videos on 25,000 different topics, including singing, music theory, and art.
Skillshare's affordable music classes are easy to follow with concise information that makes it easy for people of any experience level to digest.
The first 500 of our subscribers to use the link in the description will get a 2-month free trial.
Whether you want to fuel your creativity, curiosity, or even career, Skillshare is the perfect place to keep you learning and thriving in 2019.
With that being said, let's move on to the reaction part of this video. So today we are starting off with a solo artist named MINSEO and her song Zero, which expresses a view of the world of a fantasy game. The lyrics are about a fantasy world looking for something in the beginning of the world, describing the story about the new world that can be seen only if we find our true selves in the zero condition. So this song, I believe she did for advertisement for a video game.
Interesting. This is a very long song. Let's see what happens.
3, 2, 1, 0.
On a roll. Ooh, 30 minutes.
I'm in. I'm invested.
Hell yeah.
Brass.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the choir now. Enter the choir. Yes. Yes.
If you have a giant choir singing with brass, it is
This
the
is-
most epic thing that ever exists.
This is giving me some Skyrim music vibes.
Where's this gonna go? What? What? The mood oddly fits. At first I was like, I'm gonna be let down by what the song eventually becomes. But it's kind of epic.
I love it.
Oh, yeah. This belongs in like a bar, man. Everyone can sing along. Oh.
But yeah, the epic like string 16ths, it's back. It left for a while, but now it is.
Okay, let's analyze
Oh god!
this. Let's see, D minor, D major, F minor, F major, and then B minor. Makes sense.
It's a horn.
Yes, yeah.
Cool.
There we go. There we go.
Super not typical. I like it.
Well, I feel like there's like a lot of different like musical references, kind of. Like that was like a straight up Mission Impossible sort of deal. Like they're taking all the tropes from the different kinds of like action, hero, video game, superhero movie kind of music, and they're just
Dude,
like.
she's fucking scaled this fence right now. Holy shit. I could never do that. When people do like the backwards fall thing, how the hell do you do that?
So what they're doing is with that little motive thing, they're just bringing it through a bunch of different textures.
I just love it. I love that.
The horns.
I love that. I love that.
Leading tone.
I know, right? The nice modulations. Love it.
Parkour! That one made sense. That chromatic little thing made sense.
Oh, I love this like French horn thing they got going up on top. French horn is objectively the most heroic instrument on the planet. Fight me. I'm not biased.
I can't concede on camera,
This is like the chase scene of a movie kind of sound.
Yeah. There's so much here.
Yeah. I feel like this because they use so many instruments.
Yeah.
I bet they're real.
Ah!
Whoa.
Why are you flipping everywhere?
Flipping
love
through
that.
keys like.
It's just so cool that they have so many counter melodies. Like, it's not just the one thing to listen to. It's like, there's so much.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Brass baby.
Oh, see, it's actually it sings. Oh, I like how it went into a C sharp, so it went chromatically downward before going back.
Yes, those wall jumps.
A lot of very 20th century ideas. Like doesn't really fit like classic music theory, and it's not really a poppy theory thing either. Oh my god, it's so over the top. Oh, it's so great.
What? Wait, okay, the camera just flipped upside down. What? No.
That was very cool. Oh yeah, baby.
Whoa.
Ends on a giant 9th, 11th. It's an 11th chord. Oh man.
What the heck?
What?
This is.
What?
Oh my.
It's not over yet. Oh my god, she's gone. Wow.
Oh. That's cool.
They discovered their true selves, and that's the clock starting in the new world. You know what I'm saying? Oh.
It's not that different, you know?
Now the timpani go on like the off beats.
What the heck?
Da 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 dee. All right, well that was an experience.
This uses like every single, like, I don't want to say cliche, but like every single commonly used thingy that's in movie music.
Yeah.
You gotta say something.
Oh, I have a lot to say. All good things. Nothing really bad that I can find with this. I thought it was great. I'm kind of interested in the composer because they've clearly done their homework as far as movie, like not just movie music, but like great film scoring goes. Like it gave me a lot of John Williams and like Lord of the Rings, sort of like just like great, maybe a little cliche, but still really great employment of a lot of different things.
I don't think it's cliche in this case because it's in a pop song.
Yeah.
So it's not like in a movie.
And I think it's like, this is something that I find myself really passionate about. I think it's so cool that he or she included those little like epic movie music interludes with horn and choir and all of that, just because for a lot of audiences that are watching this particular genre of music, that might be something that they're not experiencing on a daily basis. So for it to be put in a song like this, in this like awe-inspiring, amazing sound, is like really like amazing. It's like you're repping for horn and repping for choir and great stuff like that, because I think those are things that everyone needs to hear, because it has so much capacity to like move you and be really emotional. So I thought that was awesome.
But it was really cool because it's like it starts off with this huge cinematic, orchestral texture that sounds like we're about to like, watch the Olympics here, or like a video game. Like we're about to like, play some Smash Bros. Brawl and kick some ass, or we're about to like, it was just awesome. There was just so much, and there was like the choir on top of it all. Like it was this really grand entrance. And then I really like the employment of that and how it just like traveled through like the different instruments and whatever throughout, just to kind of like keep it all cohesive, because it went from this huge cinematic thing into definitely thinner texture with the piano. The cinematics kind of like come in and out throughout, so it felt cohesive. It was really cool. The effects were cool. It was like really epic. Yeah, it was like watching a video game. So
Yeah, okay, so what I feel like happened in this is they took a lot of tropes of like superhero movies,
And
video games, and like action films like Mission Impossible and like the 007 film, the James Bond films. Like I feel like they took a lot of tropes from that music writing style and they referenced all of them in there, which is really cool. I mean, anytime you have brass, Henry and I get excited.
One thing that it makes me think of is Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because the way it climaxes the same way, and it would go up, and I would just think it's like da dee da dee da 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 dee da 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 da. And actually, if you listen to the other soundtracks and the other movies, they use voice a lot more, and it's like really adds to that like massive, vast like experience of like sitting in a, I don't know, it's like a large concert hall or like in a very large scenery where it's just like all mountains. It like really creates that large space.
I think it goes a little too far. Like I enjoy all the harmonic stuff. There are some things I've never heard, like D minor, D major, F minor, F major, B minor. How does that make any sense? It kind of does. Like especially the F territory. That's like really pushing it. It's great. I appreciate what it's doing, and I appreciate MINSEO for continuing to, push things. I really like how she pushes the boundaries of what she can do, especially as a solo artist. My goodness. But this one, it doesn't land. It's a good one-time reaction, but that's about it.
Yeah, I really like the da-ga-da-ga-da motive.
Well, I think that was like
cool.
what made it a really like cool song, was that it had melodic motives as well as rhythmic motives that you could follow along with and like are memorable. So, and like that's what makes any good song.
Yeah, it made it connective. Kind of like the video too, like how they're flipping over things all the time. And like even though each flip and parkour moment is different, it still has that continuous like thing.
The one of the lyrics was like standing on the edge of the world that has stopped. And I was like, yeah, that's so cool because it like fit with what was going on the screen. And even if like I was just listening to this without the visuals, I feel like you'd get the same like new world, like new wave feel from it. So yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm ReacttotheK channel creator, and I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed or learned something from it. If you'd like to support us or help ReacttotheK grow, you can do so by visiting our Patreon and help us out by pledging any amount you can. Till next time.